Let's run it, Matt. Run it. Episode 38.
38.
Boom. Is that red or black?
That'll be black.
Boom.
I think, well.
Wait. I forgot. Who knows?
Don't worry. We're just conning them. We're actually really good at roulette. So.
Proficient. Bonafide.
I mean, can you be the best at roulette? It just seems like, I control the marble.
we had one of our new guys end up scheduling an appointment, and we had to take it off the board because it was a reschedule, just from a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't a new appointment, but that appointment went to a deal. So we were joking that he would have a deal, but no app, so he'd be 1 for 0.
Oh.
Infinite close rate. It's like, that's it, dude. Hang it up.
Might as well retire.
That's the best it's ever going to be. It can only go down. So it's kind of funny, yeah. We're like that in roulette, huh? Played once, maybe never play again.
Yeah.
Me too.
Call it that.
Me too. Well, this is episode 38. Thanks for joining us. My one fan probably out there watching right now on the edge of his seat. So thank you guys. And it's going to be a little bit of a light podcast today. Keep it fresh, weekend update style. So first off the rip, we've got our featured SDR, and we're actually going down to Cape Girardeau for this one today. Miss Lauren Meyer is our SDR spotlight. She has been crushing it. There's always a learning curve for people when they start out here, and she wasn't any different. It took a little time to learn and kind of figure out what you're doing, and now all of a sudden, went from a string of no-show appointments to the last 3 or 4 have shown up. Looks like she's going to be getting a couple of deals out of that, and so, it's really, really cool when you see a new SDR start to put it all together and it clicks, and their energy changes, their mood changes. So really exciting.
So you said she's an SDR down there?
Yep, SDR.
And did you say how long? Sorry, I don't know if I heard that.
Yeah, so she's in her 2nd month.
Okay.
And just that's right when we start to see people, get the hang of it and really get proficient with the systems and the pitch, and then if you're an HQ SDR, that's when you start getting ready for clients. Down there in Cape, we fundamentally use them for business development primarily. So, she's really just starting the beginning of a great career. I mean, just a couple of deals right off the rip. It's impressive. So
love to hear it.
Yeah, really, really good. Shout out to SEMO and Justin, Casey, and Lauren Meyer putting everything together.
I'm gonna put a hawk sound by.
Boom.
There we go.
That's pretty sweet. So, we got a couple of new clients in the past couple of days. Mentioned that Lauren is responsible for a couple of them. We had a referral from a current client, actually a second referral from a client. We had an old client return. Sam's locking in, existing clients into renewing their agreements. And, it's just cool when everything starts to come together. So, I'll let him kind of specify which ones he wants to go through if he makes it through. But, we've had a handful of deals come. I think 2 after 7 o'clock last night.
So that one referral, or you said second referral, right? Mm-hmm. That's not the guy who said he's going to give us 1,000 referrals, is it?
I don't know. It's Anti-Leak Roofing.
Okay.
Anti-Leak.
Oh, yeah, that might be the guy. He's like, I'm going to go get these.
Well, we're up to 2.
Yeah, this is a start.
We're up to 2. So that was really exciting. Sam's on a heater over there. We're just trying to keep him booked up, and of course, we're always trying to fine tune things. So, we had him booked bell to bell. He was running 16 appointments across the board every single day. And some of them are better than others, and, Gmails. And so we were trying really hard to tune it in, get every single pitch, in the strike zone for him. So, he's got a good shot at closing basically everyone that he talks to. And that's a working process. But things are slowly, we're moving the needle, right? And for us, moving the needle just a little bit makes a huge impact. So if you're out there, wondering, you're running a small to medium-sized business, wondering how to grow, it's baby steps, man. You got to make a decision to get better at one thing at a time, and you should prioritize the things that, move the needle in terms of sales. So for us, that was show rate. That was quality. Making sure we're qualifying on the front end means that when we get them over to sell them, everybody's in the strike zone and we can sell them. Nothing's a waste of time. So just, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Got to start somewhere, just like anything else. You're not going to go to the gym and have 6-pack abs. I'm sorry. I want it too.
Yeah, I tried.
I wish
once.
I could. Yeah. Just staring at the mirror. Where are they? I have one ab. One giant bloated ab. That's it. All right. I need 5 more. And it takes months of hard work, right? Cheese.
Sorry, I just love using that soundbite. I'm probably going to use it too many times.
It's all right. I'm flying solo today, so my fans should be really happy. It's all right. We've got lots of more jokes.
It's like a long guitar solo from Cam.
Free bird. Free bird.
That's when I should have used the soundbite.
Yeah, no kidding. And I think with that being said, too, though, another good sales tip is that regardless, if somebody's interested in meeting with you, whether you think they're qualified or not qualified, you should pitch everybody. You should pitch everyone. We were just having that conversation today, talking about our show rate and, if we're pre-qualifying an appointment and, if they show up to your meeting, you should probably talk to them. They're interested in something. So we had one today where, you probably would have let it go. Sam was on a hot pitch. He was closing a guy down, and he was like, hey, can you fill in for me on this pitch coming up? I'm running late. Sure, I'll hop in there. I waited 10 minutes. The guy didn't show up to the meeting. He wasn't on the screen share. That's another spot where you could say, he didn't show up to the screen share. Right. I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah.
He didn't show up.
Because you feel a little disrespected on your time.
Yeah, or just like, they're running a business. So it's like, something probably came up. I never try to get offended by it. But, it is like, whatever. I could just write it off. But then where do you go? We always preach that if they don't show up to the screen share, call them. See what's going on.
Right.
Maybe they're just tied up on something. They're hopping in, right? So I did. I called him, and he's clearly in the car. He's driving. He's like, oh, shit, man. Like, you're right. I missed it. I'm headed to the bank right now, but I can talk to you on the phone. Hey, no worries. We can talk on the phone. And sure enough, when you start the call even, it's, well, I know you guys do marketing, but it's like, oh. So not even the best appointment. He didn't show up to the screen share. He's in his car driving. He's going to the bank. He doesn't really remember me. But you give him a quick recap. Hey, this is what we do. This is what our goal is. This is what your ROI should look like. And this is what it'll cost. And, all of a sudden, 5 to 7 more minutes go by. And he's like, okay, well, how do I get started? How do I review the agreement? What are your terms? When can I begin? What's the implementation? Right? And you've turned something that you would historically categorize into, that was a bad meeting. And you show up anyways, or even go the extra step. You show up anyways and you call him when he doesn't show up too. And you start a good conversation, a genuine, authentic conversation about growing their business or, selling them a new roof or setting up new IT hardware, server, right? You get into the nitty-gritty of it, and if you deliver real value, people are interested. It didn't matter that he didn't remember us. He booked a meeting for a reason in the moment, trusted that intuition when I called him. He's like, oh, yeah, I kind of remember now. And then we go through it, and it turns out he's interested.
Sales tip.
Easy as that. You should pitch everyone. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Don't let the fish off the hook too soon.
That's it. And you don't want to waste your time on stinkers. People who are just tire kickers or whatever. But, the second you go through a quick recap and he's interested, boom, we're right back into the thick of it as if it were a good one from the beginning. So that's it. Sales tip of the day.
Sweet.
So what do we got next?
All right, moving forward, I know we got some new proposals out.
We did. Oh, my gosh. Caden Mitchell. It seems like we're talking about Caden
he's not a real person.
Well, no, yeah. Don't worry, folks.
He
if you're
exists.
waiting for Caden to come on, he is extremely busy.
Not to cut you off, I actually just got a message from Blake Lindell.
Oh, yeah?
And he goes, you should come ask Caden, or come tell Caden that you're ready to film. Because I guess he's already just locked in.
Yep, he is so locked in. And, dude, he is just crushing it. He is absolutely crushing it. So we went through most of his stuff yesterday. He got out $2 million in proposals. He got out an additional $500,000 this morning as well with his client, Meadow Springs. So props to Meadow Springs for getting out a ton of proposals. So you're looking at a re-roof for $77,000, a re-roof for $100,000, re-roof for $95,000, re-roof for $125,000, a $4,500 repair, $77,500 re-roof, $49,500 re-roof, $132,000 re-roof, $49,500 re-roof, $79,000 re-roof, and a $3,500 repair. Absolutely incredible. I was
just this week. I mean,
that's in 2 days, my guy.
Yeah, right.
That's in 2 days.
Jeez.
And, guys, it doesn't happen overnight. These proposals are coming from appointments that Caden set up last month, right? Now they're coming to fruition, but he's got 30 more appointments this month. That's not even from his meetings from this month. You know what I mean? And he had a down month last month. So if you're a roofer, HVAC, janitorial company, service-oriented company thinking about signing up with us, it's only a matter of time before you're getting out, $2 million in proposals, $1 million in proposals. This client got out $500,000 in one day. And if you close 10% of that, 30% of that, you are well above ROI positive with us, but also you're growing your business. And that, our guys like Caden and Ryan Cattenbreaker and Matt Bonebreak and my brother Ben, they're all setting up banger appointments like that. They all learn from each other. They're all competitive with each other. So it's just so cool.
Yeah.
So cool to see it all come together. And there's really no limit on how much Caden can make. I was talking about that with him today. It's like, dude, that is just in the past 2 days. Rewind it back 60 days. None of this existed. Imagine if you extrapolate this out for 6 months or a year, dude. You can make as much as you want.
Yeah, he's blazing a trail right now.
So it's awesome. What's next? Current events?
Yeah, jump right in.
Oh, yeah. We got a couple of sports ones today. The first one is USA lost. Obviously. Did you watch the hockey game at all?
No, I saw where it was headed, so.
I mean, it was a great game. It went to OT. One thing that was really cool watching that, the Four Nations hockey game, USA, Canada, for those who don't know. But, dude, it was wild to see the skill difference.
Yeah.
When you're seeing all four lines for Team USA, crisp passes, crazy dekes, and handles. And then you're like, we've seen so many Blues games at this point. You're like expecting them to lose the puck. Or even my wife was like, oh, what the hell are you doing? And then the guy dangles it between his legs. It's like, there's no Blues player out there doing that,
Yeah, when we were watching the game last weekend, when we won against Canada, I was like watching it. I'm like, now remember, Nikki, this isn't the Blues.
Right.
So they're playing pretty tight. It's good.
It reminded me of what good hockey looked like.
Yeah, like
and
Stanley Cup playing right there.
Go figure, Jordan Bennington was the hero.
Oh, yeah?
He was the absolute hero last night. It went to OT. He looked a little shaky early on, gave up 2 goals, and then was just nails.
Yeah.
Reminded you of when the Blues won.
Yeah.
There was one point he made a diving save, back-to-back saves, 3 saves in a row. He took a slapper right off the wrist. Like, insane. Absolutely, Jordan Bennington is the reason why Canada won that game last night. And it was cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I was sending my bald eagle gifs in my group chat with my friends and stuff. I was hyped, especially when Brady Tkachuk scored. But there's nothing like seeing your boy, your goaltender, someone that you knew, right? Game 7 in Boston. They were in the TD Garden. Same spot. He broke the Bruins' heart.
Oh, wow.
And he did it again. Unbelievable job.
For them. For Benny. For
Absolutely. Benny. It was actually funny. I saw a screenshot on Twitter. Someone updated the Wikipedia page for the TD Garden and added one of the owners to the garden as Jordan Bennington. He owns that building, dude. It's cool. So it was really cool. It gave me goosebumps. The national media picked it up too during the broadcast. So they were giving the Blues some props, giving Jordan Bennington some props. So it was cool. As a St. Louis fan, you don't get a lot of national attention too much. And even if you do, it's usually negative. It's like, ugh. But Benner pulled through. It was super cool.
Did you see somebody said, next time the Four Nations play hockey, I want to see it like this. And it was 2 different rinks, but like intertwined. So like they're playing left and right and then forward and back. So it's like 4 teams playing.
That's kind of cool. It's kind of crazy.
Talk about hockey fights.
I didn't even know this was a thing until a few weeks ago. And Brock was telling me, he's like, oh, are you checking out the Four Nations? I was like, dude, air, wind, fire, earth. I'm a firebender, dude. I don't know, whatever this tournament is. But, cool. I think the other thing that I thought was funny is St. Louis Cardinals opening day is coming up on March 25th. And they were saying they have over 15,000 tickets left.
Oh.
Still for opening day. I kind of want to go.
Yeah.
You want to go check it out?
What's the weekday that's on?
I think it's a Wednesday or something.
Get that Arsenal bus.
Wouldn't that? That's
the sales shuttle. Oh, it's a Wednesday or
Yeah,
Tuesday?
I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
Wednesday. But yeah, that would be the first time ever, at least in my memory, I think based on what I heard on the radio, first time ever we didn't have a sellout on opening day.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
Is it? Well, last season
We were bad.
yeah.
Yeah, so what? We've had terrible teams.
Right.
You got to show up. I thought opening day was protected. You know?
Yeah.
You show up for opening day,
No
whether
matter
you're the
what.
Reds or the Pirates or the Marlins, and you go and support your team, and then you go do something else for the rest of the year, right?
Do you know what their roster's looking like this year?
Yeah. So they were supposed to offload all these players. They're telling the fans they're in a rebuild mode. Well, none of the players they were trying to trade wanted to leave. So they actually haven't lost anyone. We did lose Paul Goldschmidt, who he won the MVP 2 years ago. But, I mean, he was our worst hitter last year by far. I think he batted around 220.
Okay.
It's like, dude, you lost your worst hitter, and you still have the rest of your team. I think the Cardinals are actually going to be sneaky good this year.
I'd love to see it.
Sneaky. Yeah,
I didn't
hope
get
so,
to go
right?
to a game last year, I think.
Really?
I try to go one a summer at least.
Go pick out the easiest way for me is I go to their promos and giveaways page
Okay.
and
Yeah.
just pick the
Yeah.
thing you want the most and make that your game.
What was the thing? What was it? A retro?
Oh yeah,
Remember you were telling me about it.
the
and
90s retro windbreaker.
Yes.
Yep, I missed that one too. They have like Grateful Dead night, Jimmy Buffett night, Star Wars night, like a whole bunch of stuff.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Just pick
Yeah.
one.
I'm just, I'm picturing the sunshine in a green field and like baseball.
Dude, you should have went last year too. Tickets were like basically free
Oh,
because they were bad. But yeah, I think that's it. We're no politic talk today. I think we're good on that. We'll stick to sports, but looks like upcoming projects and events. Not much has changed. They're really getting into some of the construction downstairs. You know, you felt it shaking the intermission today. It's kind of funny. It seemed like they were only like jackhammering or sawing when we were talking. It's like we would stop talking and they would stop sawing, and then we would start talking and they would start sawing. It was funny. But yeah, everyone's really excited. You know, I think for most folks, it's one of the big things on their list. When you're looking at working here, it's like, we're in a nice spot. We're out west. We're not fighting traffic. We're not driving downtown, but you're a little bit away from a gym. So one of the easiest things was to put one in here, let people knock that out, and everyone's really fired up. And I'm not a big workout guy. I had a 24-hour fitness membership, and half the time the Taco Bell in the parking lot got me before I made it in. But I will tell you, if there's a gym here, I'll use it. It's cool.
I agree. Yeah, like you said, like I'm not the huge workout guy,
Right.
but I'm actually also excited for this too.
It's mostly just time.
Yeah.
Mostly just time. You got a family, and
Well, that's another thing. Me and the guys were talking like, man, just getting older.
yeah,
I kind of need to stay mobile.
it's true. I feel myself getting stiff in my back and my legs. Like, I gotta walk around. But yeah, all good things. Really good week this week. The things we're working on are starting to come to fruition. We're seeing the numbers and the needle move. Just remember, take it day by day, step by step. And if you've ever seen The Patriot, aim small, miss small, baby. That's it. We're out.